Viewers, the latest news about the ongoing conflict between Ethiopia, Tigray, and Amhara region is that first there are many reports of ongoing fighting in Amhara and Tigray region. Although the Tigray government and the Ethiopian government have announced a ceasefire yesterday, but from many sources we are getting information that war is still going on in Amhara Tigray region on many fronts. US soldiers of Tigray Defense Force are present on the sides of Valdia. And according to reports from Valdia front, and a picture from Tigray Defense Force is also shared that you can see on your screen. About this picture, Tigray Defense Force claimed that Tigray Defense Force soldiers captured senior Ethiopian army commander. Thus, Tigray Defense Forces have captured Colonel Maro, logistic officer of the Ethiopian National Defense Force 104th Commando Division from Valdia front. Well, since the start of hostilities, Tigray forces have captured thousands of prisoners of war. And about it, I have also shared many pictures and videos with you in previous videos. But on the other hand, according to reports, clashes are also going on in many places in Amhara. And Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers have been claiming that Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers are trying to enter Abrigele, which is situated on Amhara Tigray border inside the Tigray region. In addition, reports have been received from several sources that hundreds of Tigray Defense Force soldiers are being deployed on this front. In addition, heavy fighting continues on the sides of Metsabri on the B30 highway, and which is still going on. And from Western Tigray, we received the reports of heavy fighting and being claimed by Ethiopian National Defense Force sources that Tigray Defense Force is transferring huge numbers of weapons to Western Tigray. But no statement from Tigray Defense Force regarding this yet. Viewers, on the other hand, we know now talks are underway in Djibouti between the governments of Ethiopia and Tigray. We have the formal announcement from Tigray and some ideas of who the key players are. It is said that these are the third round of face-to-face talks. Which facts are scarce and the information needs confirming, but what is the chance that they might succeed? Which, according to the latest reports, both sides appears to have sent very senior, tough negotiators. None of them are pushovers. This is vital, since only the strong can make concession. Ethiopia is said to represented by Gedeon, Minister of Justice, and Redwan Hussein, Ambassador of Eritrea. And Tigray is, we known from the official announcement, represented by Getachew Reda, the spokesperson of Tigray People Liberation Front, and General Tsedkan. Thus, the peace is backed by the international community. The African Union has issued a statement welcoming the talks, and the United States has had its special envoy, Michael Hammer, in Addis Ababa since 6 September. Thus, importantly, both the African Union and the European Union have issued statements in which they refer to the authorities in Tigray as the regional government of Tigray, their rightful title. This is in stark contrast to the Ethiopian government, which until recently referred to the Tigrayans as terrorists. And finally, neither side in the war that resumed only 24th August after a 5-month ceasefire has collapsed. Neither side is having to negotiate from a position of weakness. Ethiopia and Eritrea did not make the advances they clearly thought they might given the scale of the onslaught they unleashed. Similarly, The Tigrayans have not broken their enemies on any front. Despite making very significant gains in the south and inflicting what is said to be a monumental defeat on their opponents at Dadabet in northwestern Tigray while taking thousands of prisoners. Viewers, our coming, the bitterness and hatred that this war has stoked up since it erupted on 4th November 2020 will be an immense task. Our 1,50,000 lives has been lost, according to the best estimate, and tens of thousands of women and some men have been brutally sexually abused. And leaving these tragic issues to one side, these are some of the questions that need to be resolved. Thus, this is a regional, not a national war. Eritrea began plotting to eradicate the Tigrayans even before the reconciliation with Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed in 2018, and Eritrea was involved in the fighting within days of the conflict erupting in November 2020, and deployed thousands of Somali troops who had been sent to Eritrea under false pretenses. Yet Eritrea is not a party to the talks. In August 2022, the African Union mediator, former President Obasanjo, suggested that the Eritreans participate, but this does not appear to have been talked forward. Can peace really be achieved if one of the main protagonists in the war is not at the talks? And the government of Ethiopia put forward no precondition for talks. They did not need to. After all, Tigray was surrounded and blocked. Its people were gradually starving, and Addis Ababa was in no rush to hold talks. The pressure was on Tigray, which pledged not to talk while enemy troops were on its soil. And by this, they meant anywhere in Tigray as defined by the Ethiopian constitutions. This would require Ethiopia and Eritrea removing their forces from western Tigray, allowing Tigray a corridor to Sudan. This was only one of Tigray's preconditions for talks. Most have not been fulfilled, yet talks are now underway. This is a considerable concession by Mekele. But Tigray has been skeptical about the role of the African Union and President Obasanjo as mediator, preferring the Kenyans to take this role. However, in their latest statement, they have accepted that the African Union will mediate. Although their skepticism remains, how will it be resolved if Tigray sees Obasanjo as based against them? And even if Prime Minister Abiy wishes to make peace with Tigray, can he take the Amhara hardliners with him? He arrested thousands of Fano militia, which did not endear him to the Amhara. They will resist any concession over Western Tigray, which they regard as their traditional territory. And Tigray will have hard choice too. The boundary commission was given the task of designating the Ethiopia-Eritrea border after the war between the two states that ended in 2000. And their fighting was given on 13th April 2022. Both sides were awarded territory the other side claimed. But for Tigray, abandoning the town of Badme and villages in Irob will be extremely painful, even though Tigray will gain other areas along the border. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.